can head out here. And we can see what's happening with the birthday party here. We're having a birthday party for the mayor's older brother's kid's friend's big sister. I think my tongue's tied in a knot now. Yeah, everybody just has the one thing. This house is huge! We're currently celebrating a birthday party. Will you be joining us? Probably not. Hey, don't run away from me. I need to talk to you too. I'm the mayor's older brother's kid's friend's big sister. Isn't that great? This house is huge. You again? You move quick. They're making small talk. Oh, they're making small talk. They don't want to talk to me at all. We're currently celebrating a birthday party. We were just talking about Demeter. He looked like a man possessed on the night he left. Yeah, he looked like a man possessed on the night he left. There we go. We just had a conversation about a half-elf named Demeter. He wielded powerful magic, but was extremely kind and charitable to the citizenry while studying his craft here in this town. A year ago, however, he suddenly changed overnight, cast away his studies, abandoned the town, and settled on that distant western island he did. The western island? Way out there, huh? Well, forget about swimming. Let's go ask around for a ride at the port, shall we? There has to be someone there we can convince by flashing a few coins in their face. Alright, so looks like we're done there. Let's head down here where we can find this little exit to a port town because Venezia has canals everywhere because, you know, Venice. Let's head, I don't know, up and around. Looks like the only place we can go. Up and around here. Guess we'll continue. We'll start on the westernmost side. Little door back here where you can find the Layout Trading Company. But rotten luck, because Midgard's pouring all their resources into a war, they've completely stopped exporting their goods. No more goods from Midgard, huh? Midgard is going to war against an army of monsters led by Deos. It's been a living hell for us. Oh, hey, it's you guys. Can I help you with something? Actually, we wanted to tell you that Nancy followed you all the way here. Huh? She did? Seriously? She desperately wants to meet you. Please, at least go see her just this once. Alright, she wins. How about in front of the fountain in the center square? I'll be there shortly. Got it. We'll let her know. I'll be leaving in just a few. Hey, pipe down! What's the news on the manufacturing situation in Alvanista? Need pictures of Spider-Man. A guy I know was telling me about some crazy awesome research Midgard is doing in secrecy. He was being a real bastard about it, too. He hyped it up. He hyped it like it's gonna be some huge scientific breakthrough, but wouldn't tell me what it was about. Yeah, you just said the same thing. Alright, so let's head up here first. Because out here, we should be able to find, well, anything good on the paper? We should be able to find an exit here, though. What are vagrants like you doing in my office? You can't just stroll around like you own the place. Get out. I'm not a vagrant. Yet. I'm hanging out here because we can find a treasure chest with a protect ring in it. This is a new piece of equipment. It is relatively useful. It does, well, it invalidates physical damage 10% of the time. A ring engraved with a war god's image. Useful, but I'm not entirely sure I want it. I already had a rabbit's foot. I thought I was short on one. Oh well, I have a spare. It'll be useful at some point. Well, now that the vice president's back, we should be able to ride things out. Who's this vice president, if I may ask? That'd be Elwyn. He's on the lower floor with his fellow businessmen right now. Is this company going to survive these hard times? Anything else? The vice president is Elwyn. He is a big name around here. This is the break room. If you're looking for the president's office, it's to your immediate left from outside the door. Yeah, I found him. I'm so happy that the city isn't tangled up in the war. Regardless, I just have to know where that Deos guy came from. You hear anything? I haven't heard too much. And most of what I have is a rumor. But he's not from around here, that's for sure. Let's head through here. We'll talk to you first. Brewing tea is much harder than it looks. It can be, yes. Do you have an appointment? I do not have an appointment. What's out here? Is this just the dock? No, it leads us out here. All right, let's head into this building. Just looks like somebody's house. The one and only lady admired by all in town for her bewitching figure, tender personality, and exceptional knowledge would be me. Well, maybe they just look up to me because I'm a magic teacher. Can we learn magic from you? Oh well, doesn't look like we're getting much. Can't even look at her books, can't sleep in her bed. Nothing. All right, let's head out and see what else I can do. I should head back to Elwyn first. Which way is it? It's this way. Elwyn and Nancy. I should deal with that. So let's talk to Nancy. Good news, Nancy. He agreed to a date with you. He said to meet him in front of the fountain at the center square. Thank you so much. I really can't thank you enough. Hurry along now. You don't want to keep Elwyn waiting? Yes, of course. And out she goes. All right, so we need to go check on that. Come on, up. I have this little thing that's preventing me from going forward. All right, here's the fountain in the center of town. Let's talk to Nancy. Is he really going to come? He said he'd be here shortly. Oh, hey, speak of the devil. Hello there. You're Nancy, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that's me. I think we should leave them alone now. Yeah, let's go do something else. Anything else? Well, Thanks a lot, you guys. She's very lovely. I feel so silly for my hesitation earlier. Yeah, she is dedicated, isn't she? If I were about 30 years younger, I'd be trying to get a suntan in this gorgeous weather. Are you standing on the bench? Doesn't look like you're sitting. Not long ago, the city was teeming with elves. Alright, so I need to, I believe, leave town in order for that scene up there to move forward, but we'll see what I can do. Can I go into the shop at all here? Looks like there's a weapon shop there. Can't do anything with it, though. Fairy, in a hurry, speed up the trip by holding X. I need to see a transport ship looking for a good time across the sea. I am, but we'll hold off on that for now. I have other places to explore. It'd be so cool if I could use magic too. But since I'm not an elf, I can't. No fair. It's a union thing. One-way fare to Alvanisa is 170 gold per passenger. That's not bad. I can afford that. There's a colony of elves somewhere in the world. Where could it be? All right, finally inside a building. And here we can find the grocery waterfront. Waterfront, even. This is bad. I don't know what to make for dinner. My master's waiting at the house, surely furious it's not on the table already. Your master? Yeah, she's a magic teacher. Actually, it's a little embarrassing, but she's also my elder sister. We've lived together ever since our father, a full-blooded elf, left us a few years ago. I know it sounds like he abandoned us, but I think circumstances at the time forced his departure. I'm sure he still loves us. He'll come back someday. Alright, so that is it from you. Still has a lot to say. Alright, the chef is here. I come from the world of fabulous flavors. Is gonna give this taste to as many dudes as I can. You want it, brother? I do. See my mad skills. And we learned the recipe for sushi, also a missable thing. So we learned how to make sushi. Hooray. Let's take a look at it. I'm sure many people are familiar with sushi. Various toppings wrapped in a rice and seaweed roll restores a small amount of HP, cures paralysis and petrification. So, useful, definitely. We're up to 8 out of the 25 possible recipes. I'm sorry, I forgot to check what it actually took. Let's take a look. It takes rice and then some form of fish, including octopus and squid. They count. So some form of seafood, basically. Shrimp technically isn't a fish either, so only the tuna, sardine, and mackerel are fish. The rest is just seafood, but they all work for sushi. They all work fine. Need a permit to enter the Moria mine. At least that's what I heard the last time I traveled through Alvanista. Okay, it's time to get started on dinner. Right, we went through yours already a couple times. Jeez, come on. All right, let's talk to you. I miss my dad. I want him to come home, but he's a fisherman and can't be here all the time. No. Welcome to Waterfront. Let's see what I can buy here. Tuna, a very large fish, one of the few whose raw flesh is colored red. Mackerel, a very tasty fish with a very, very short shelf life. Apparently that was hard to say. We technically do have a fourth party member, don't we? But not usable. Sardine, a small oily fish commonly packed and sold in tin cans. Squid, a cephalopod with 8 arms and 2 tentacles, often eaten fried, culinarily referred to as calamari. Yes, it is. Octopus, a highly intelligent cephalopod with 8 arms, consumed in many cultures. Shrimp, a sea creature with a hard shell and tender body. Do you know it even has claws? It does! I figured you would go for a Bubba Gump reference there, though. Chicken, beef, pork, egg, bread, rice, seaweed. We have a whole bunch of stuff. I probably should buy some of it, but I'm going to hold off on stuff for now. Thank you for your business. We'll get to other things first. They say that the spirits used to show themselves to people. Nowadays, you can't even find an elf. I have a bad feeling about this. That probably is a bad sign. Let's head out. See what else is available. Did I talk to you? There is a colony somewhere of elves. So yes, I did talk to you. Can't seem to go down there. Looks like that is it, but we didn't find the weapon shop just yet. Do we need to leave town officially for this to happen? Yeah. Okay, so let's leave town. We'll let Nancy and Elwyn finish their little side quest here before we do anything more. Which way is it? It's this way. All right, back into town we go. So let's deal with the side quest with you two. All right, you are gone, which is good. At this point, we need to go to Layot, which is up here. Yeah, the Layot Trading Company. Back up to the 2nd floor, where we should be able to find all of this happening. Elwyn's father, Doug. Ah, right. It was his father, wasn't it? We did know that. I will decide who your bride is, and I have decided you're not going to marry some bumpkin girl like that. Who are you to tell me who I can marry? It's what's best for you. Do as I say. I'm not your slave. Nancy, a girl like that isn't for you. Get over yourself. Don't get cheeky with me. Elwyn. That foolish kid. What are vagrants like you? Right. Okay, so now that we have seen that, we can head out. Where do we have to go next? There's a lot. We just need to go to the right here. So, out here. Across the bridge, we can find Nancy. What do we do? And then, once we find Nancy, we go left, and we can find Elwyn hiding over here. What to do? What to do? Encourage Elwyn? Of course we will encourage Elwyn. Don't worry, Elwyn. But what am I going to do about my dad? He's been such an inflexible jerk about this. Why not leave him behind then? Hop on a boat, go somewhere far away with her. He'll never find you. Please, Clarth, you shouldn't tell someone to do something as irrational as that. Actually, the thought had crossed my mind as well. But still, you really shouldn't. It's probably the only way we'll be able to live happily, though. I'm sure it'll be tough at first, but the two of us will be fine if we have each other. Well, I think they'll get out of this mess just fine. You're really sure of that? True love between a man and woman knows no bounds. Take it from me, you kids will understand what that means sooner or later. You're 29, dude. You're not that much older. But that is it for the side quest for now. All of this is missable, right? Everything that we have done to this point obviously could have been missed. But we're going to keep the side quest going as long as we can.